In this video, I'll talk about different types of microphones for video recording. You will understand which type of microphone suits you best and learn how to use it correctly to improve your sound quality. There are a huge number of different types of microphones on the market today from various companies, and sometimes it's hard to figure out which one to choose. In this video, I'll explain the pros and cons of each type so that you can pick the one that's right for you. The microphones I personally use are listed in the description, check it out for details. And let's start with the simplest one. Every device that records video has a built-in microphone that includes both smartphones and cameras. If you plan to buy a camera or already have one, I immediately recommend getting an external microphone because built-in mics in cameras are usually very mediocre. But if you want to film videos on your smartphone, I actually don't recommend rushing to buy an external mic right now, because modern iPhones and Samsung have very good built-in microphones. They are high quality and can be even adjusted in different ways depending on shooting conditions. So if you have a relatively new flagship phone from Apple, Samsung or another brand, record a few test videos first, it might be more than enough. However, this applies only to videos shot at close range. For example, I have a second YouTube channel where I film more conversational videos. I just sit in a park, point my phone's main camera at myself and record using the built-in mic on my iPhone 13 Pro. The sound turns out very good, quite decent, all because I keep the phone close to me. That distance is enough for acceptable sound quality. But this setup works well if you are filming vertical videos, since you can fit yourself in the frame even with the phone at arm's length. But if you rotate your phone horizontally and need to sit farther back to fit in the frame from the waist up, the sound quality may drop, and that's when you might want to use an external microphone. So start with your built-in mic, see if it's enough, and if necessary you can then get, for example, a lavalier microphone. Let's move on to those. Let's immediately rule out lav mics that cost less than $30. Those are cheap devices from unknown manufacturers sold on Amazon or AliExpress. Don't buy them. You will only ruin your sound and waste your money. I believe that starting at around $50, if you choose microphones from well-known brands, you will get fairly decent sound quality. What are the advantages of a wireless lavalier microphone? It's easy to set up, connects wirelessly, is convenient, and some models even have different settings for voice enhancement and noise reduction. There are also kits with multiple mics, allowing you to record several people at once. One of the biggest advantages of lav mics is that when you clip them here, they point directly upward toward your mouth and therefore capture your voice very clearly. Unlike a built-in smartphone mic, which picks up not only your voice but also sounds behind you like street noise, a lav mic focuses mainly on your voice. Since outside noises are around and behind you, but not above, they are much less noticeable. That's why in noisy environments a lavalier mic is the best choice for clean sound. However, it must be attached correctly. Some people clip the mic too low or point it away from their head, and then the sound becomes poor. It should be clipped around here and pointed directly at your mouth. That's how you will get the best possible sound quality. Who is a wireless lav mic for? I would recommend it to almost everyone, especially beginners, because there are many proven models on the market that provide good sound and affordable price. These mics require almost no setup, just clip it on and start recording. But for those who need even better sound quality, I would recommend a shotgun microphone. This is a long tube-shaped mic that comes in different sizes, smaller or larger. The longer the mic, the better it captures high-quality sound from a great distance. The advantage of a shotgun mic is that you don't have to clip it to your clothes. It mounts directly on a camera or a smartphone. If you don't have time or the ability to attach a lav mic to the speaker, a shotgun mic is a great alternative. It's also an excellent option for studio setups. For example, right now I'm using a shotgun mic. It's hanging just out of the frame. Sometimes I place it visibly on a boom arm. You can also hold it by hand when filming a vlog. Another advantage is that shotgun mics record very high quality, rich and clean sound because their capsule is physically larger than that of a lav mic or a built-in mic in a phone or camera. So if you need great sound without attaching anything to yourself or another person, this type is for you. On the other hand, it needs to be kept fairly close to the speaker to get the best result, so you need to learn how to use it properly. That's why shotgun mics are better suited for more advanced video makers or bloggers who already understand audio. Now let's move on to the next type of microphone, the studio microphone. These are the large mics usually placed close to your mouth. Because they are typically positioned just a few centimeters from the speaker, the sound comes out deep, rich and soft, and with male voice even velvety. They are designed to capture all the nuances of the voice, making them ideal for podcasts, interviews, ASMR videos or voice-over recordings. But since these microphones should be placed close to your mouth, there are a few nuances that comes with it. First, it captures your breathing, sniffing, smacking and other not-so-pleasant sound that can be quite annoying. Second, if you tend to gesture a lot with your hands, or if you need to show something in the frame or put something on the table, the microphone can simply get in the way. And if you hang it from above or from the side, you won't get the same sound quality, so it really needs to be positioned right next to your head. Another drawback of this type of microphones is that it often doesn't connect directly to a camera or smartphone. You need to route it through an audio interface first and then into the camera, or record the sound separately on a laptop and sync it later in editing. Again, this might not be the best option for beginners since it can be quite tricky to figure out. It all means additional devices, extra cables, mounts, etc. The most important rule when using any type of microphone is to keep it as close as possible to the sound source. Even with a relatively inexpensive device, this will give you a high-quality recording. Overall, each microphone has its own pros and cons. Each type fits a specific scenario. For example, I personally use all the types I mentioned. For vertical videos, I usually record with a built-in microphone. This saves time and allows me to shoot something spontaneous and fast. At the same time, in the studio, I of course use something more serious, particularly a shotgun microphone. So you need to figure out what kind of content you are creating. Short vertical videos or podcasts, whether you shoot outdoors or at home, what your budget is, and what setup options you have. Will you be able to handle the technical aspects of some microphones, or is saving time during shooting more important to you? Decide what works best for you and share in the comments what microphone you use. As always, go for it and create. See you soon.